Oh, you're live?
Yeah. Yes, people, we are live. And I'm Johnny Dean, and this is Scott Dollar. And down below us here is Sean Spencer, who is still previously occupied.
Muted. And it did take 70 years to look this good.
God, that was a waste of 70 years.
This is a family, kid-friendly show. I don't want to say that.
Okay, I'll get this one started right off the bat. My game thoughts on the Bucks game last night. I couldn't have expected a lot more without half our players. I really expected less from our offense than we got. 30 points, man. When you're a depleted team, if we could have just had a secondary working out there, it would have been fine. And we really felt the loss of Winfield in that game.
Yeah. Then they lost their second cornerback.
Yeah, Whitehead, Jordan Whitehead. He's not a cornerback. He's a safety. And my second thought on that is that pass rush did better. JTS, I got to give a shout out to Tryon Shanka. Watching him bull rush Jake Matthews into Kirk Cousins last night almost gave me a heart attack. I was like, no, that's not Shoyinka. Who is that? Really? I was impressed. Other than that, really, I don't have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
Is Vita Vey back? Did he play last night?
Yeah.
Yes, Vita played last night. He got a sack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he should have gotten a penalty for falling on top of the quarterback too. They didn't do that. But the Bucks let me down last night because I picked them to win.
Well, that's on you, ain't it?
I missed that game. I completely missed it till the very end because I had Younghoe Koo.
Who missed a 58-yarder to start the game out with?
Mm-hmm.
I was praying at the end there, man. Please miss this one. Please miss that. You could just feel, though, that the momentum had shifted and stuff. So,
who got the ball first? Did they get the ball first?
Atlanta did, yeah.
Oh, that's what happened.
And they went right down and scored too. And then the Bucks came back and they scored on their first possession.
Oh, what? So both teams scored?
Yeah, yep. Bucks scored every possession but two.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I was impressed with except for School, however you say his name.
That the kicker?
He's the tackle. Still got to tighten it up a little bit there, man. He's still got to tighten it up a little bit there.
Was that the Bucks kicker that missed that field goal?
No, that was Younghoe Koo that missed the field goal.
Yeah, he sure daggone did. I needed him to hit everything. Well, the last 2 weeks, he's got me 20 and 15 in fantasy, so he's carrying me right now.
Yeah. My kicker, McLaughlin, put me ahead of Scotty Boy there.
Yeah, I had Evans, and I kept teasing Johnny. I was going to bury him.
He balled out. He had 2 touchdowns in the first half.
Yep. He got his 100 touchdowns. Now he needs 100. One more catching touchdown. Now, see, he's got 100 touchdowns, but one of his touchdowns is a fumble recovery in the end zone.
Yeah.
So he needs one more receiving touchdown to get that 100.
Hi, Christopher.
Chris. What up, buddy?
My take on that was I'm not as impressed with the Falcons as I thought I was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because with our depleted secondary and our Sterling Shepard was our third wide receiver last night. So and our running game still, I'm sorry, they made us look a little bit better in the run than we are. But Tucker. Thank you, Sean Tucker. That was amazing. I love that return, dude. That's one thing I did want to mention that, man. That was a great return. And I'm going to say it again. I get Sean Tucker in that lineup somehow, dude.
I think so too. I mean, you know how I feel about him from Syracuse. I mean, I always thought he could be a bell cow back, and I'm surprised to see him on special teams. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Get on the field, get in where you fit in, man. Get on the field wherever you can. And the
All
fact that he's balling, come on.
Yeah. I got to answer this real quick.
Yeah.
Britt is a rushing linebacker. He's not supposed to be in coverage. He was out there because of Servache Dennis. Okay. And as far as Dean goes, I know what you're talking about because he was running a deep route with the guy who was supposed to be running a deep route and cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
And when he stopped the foot, he lost his footing. Come on, man. I don't take criticism of cornerbacks very lightly because it's the hardest job on a football team. All right. You have to run a route that the offensive player already knows what he's going to do. You're
Exactly.
having to and mirror that. So and you're running every down. Only wide receivers do that. Okay. And they don't do it as much because they rotate in and out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't take criticism of those guys. Dean is one of the best pass defenders we have on the team. Period. Okay. He's not glamorous. He doesn't get those interceptions, but you know what happens when you get a guy with a lot of interceptions? He misses a lot of pass defense. He gives up a lot of plays because he's going for the ball. That's why ball hawks are usually rotated in and out of the lineup.
Mm-hmm. Are you guys still depleted at corner, or did you get most of your guys back this week?
Well, our depletion is in the secondary, and that's what hurt us tonight. And that's why they were going across the middle so much with the balls. That's why you had nobody covering over the top, like in that play we was just discussing with Dean. He had no help over the top, so he had to take the deep route. You know what I mean? There was nobody to cover that top.
Okay.
Bucks game thoughts. I don't give the Bucks much of a thought.
I know you're not talking, Scott.
Here's our next topic, and this is one I love to talk about right here.
Let's go.
I love the fact that you guys have a outstanding quarterback. I am also glad that we played you early in the season so that we didn't have to catch them in
God.
Now.
That team that played y'all and the team that we have now, you can just see the difference. But you know what? I mean, look, y'all are a playoff team. Y'all are where we want to be. So I completely understand how that thing went. You guys torched us on the ground. Baker, I mean, we had a number of times where we had Baker in our grasp, but he was able to break free. Credit to him. But it just seems like since that game, we switched our kicker, Austin Siebert, who is so much better. And we started to establish the run game. I think we were a little too reliant on Jaden in that first game. And as you can see, as his carries and his yards have started to kind of go down a little bit, other facets of his game have showed up. We've seen he is, I mean, one of the best, as far as percentage, one of the best passers. He was 21 of 23 2 weeks ago, and then last week he was 26 of 30. I mean, only one interception, and even that pass, I don't have a problem with. I mean, he was trying to hit a guy, it sailed a little bit high on him, and the defender made a good play. So, but to see the game, like, putting up 42 points like we did, oh, come on, man. Like, this guy's ready, man.
Yeah, he was my favorite quarterback coming out, as you know that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what Chicago's doing. I don't know why they can't get that connection. They've got wide receivers there, and maybe not no superstar. Yeah, they do. They have superstar wide receivers.
But you know what though? I had the same conversation with Nick and some of them.
Wait a minute. This is for you. This is solely for you.
Yeah.
Luke McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I'm eating my words, dude.
Hey, well, you're still not far off. I mean, he still has to. He's in this offense. Everybody's eating. Yeah, he is. You're right.
He would, man. So,
you're right. I think that's JD5. I think he is giving all of these guys an opportunity. Last game, 9 different pass catchers caught a pass. You know, everybody's getting the ball evenly distributed. We had over 200 yards on the ground. So, I mean, Cliff, you got to give credit to Cliff. You got to give credit to Jaden for what he's able to do. But this team is really coming together. And, Johnny, you know it. When you guys got Baker, it wasn't that Baker was the best quarterback. It was that he was likable and the team just surrounded them and they played better for him. And that's what I feel like we got in Jaden. They're playing for this kid, and I love it.
I've been watching that boy throw the ball.
It's nice. Yeah, yeah.
Guess who I have on the bench in my fantasy football league against Johnny?
I told you, stop it. I want that trade. I want that trade.
You ain't getting that trade. Find some way of getting them on the.
And I offered him Herbert, and who was the running back I offered you? Because he has, you know, this is that league where he loaded up with nothing but defensive players.
Yeah,
he has nobody on his bench, man. He has not a single running back on his bench. Tell him what's going to happen when he has a bye week, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna get hit.
A lot of zeros there, buddy.
Which league is it? Am I in this one?
In the Off the Rails league.
Am I in that? I'm in that one, right?
I think so. I think I played you last week in that one. Actually.
Yes, I did. That's right.
I beat the hell out of you in one of those leagues last week.
Yeah. Did you beat? Yeah, you probably did. One of the leagues I'm 0-4, but the other league I think I'm 4-0. So, but look on the thing with the Bears, and this is what I heard it explained this way, and I kind of like it. I don't think it's as much the talent disparity on both sides. I think it was the expectations. Like you said, the Bears have top tier wide receivers. They have a legit defense. You know what I mean? And everybody expected them to do at least equal or better than what they did last year, and it's not showing right now. But we only won 4 games last year. So Vegas has us. I think the over under is 6.5 for wins this year. So well, right, but that's the thing. There's no expectations for us. So you know what I mean. People aren't thinking that highly of us. So I'll take that. But after putting up 42 on somebody, people are going to take notice. So I think we're going to start getting a lot of people's best shots coming up. With Cleveland, Baltimore. You know, I think Chicago's down that line, and then we get like Carolina. So hopefully
there shouldn't be that many expectations for us either, because preseason rankings we were dead last in our division.
Right. But how many guys are you returning from last year?
A ton.
Yeah.
How many of those guys are on the injured reserve list right
now? Yep.
Hey, have you heard any talk about Devontae Adams coming to Washington?
I don't think he's gonna come. What is the contract that he's supposed to be given?
Green Bay. Green Bay is the place for Devontae Adams.
Back to Green Bay?
Yeah, they're not going to see. He doesn't have that contract where he can pick what team he wants to go to.
Right.
He doesn't have that. So, to be spiteful, I'd send his ass back to Green Bay.
Wow.
And Green Bay needs a number 1 receiver. You can see that.
They do. But what about? Did you see what he put up today with his whole little Edgar Allan Poe "Nevermore" quote or something like that?
Oh, he wants to go to Ravens now.
Be more. But how much are they gonna have to pay him though? And what is he gonna get this year in his contract?
Ravens would be interesting because they would be getting him out of the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't have to worry about that.
And Max Crosby says he'll leave. He wants.
Oh, Crosby. Yeah, he wants. He's on his way out too.
Oh, please come here, Max. I'm like every Buccaneer fan in the world that wants Max Crosby. It's not feasible, but
he needs to come to the Rams.
Don't you guys have defense, Scott?
They do. They have quite a bit of talent on defense there. They just haven't got them developed yet.
Yeah.
And Scott, like all fans, is impatient.
Aren't we all, Johnny?
I've outgrown my impatience in football.
Well, when you're 1-3 and you're the last in the NFC West, it kind of hurts.
No, I don't see you staying that way, though.
No, not at all. You have been without the 2 best receivers probably in that division for the whole season.
Yep.
Hey, Johnny, can you play the Puka? Nakua.
Puka Nakua. Puka Nakua.
I need a little pick me up.
Don't have it
You got
right now.
Missouri. You got Missouri, Scott.
Yep, tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Who y'all play?
Texas.
Ooh. Oh, buddy.
I think it's A&M, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh, I think you guys can get that W.
Well, that's going to be the biggest test so far.
Puka Nakua. Puka Nakua.
Texas. That's going to be more than a test for you, bud.
Is it Texas or Texas A&M?
I think it's A&M, not the Longhorns.
Oh,
Okay. That's different.
Yeah, that's a lot of difference there.
Yeah.
You can write off that game if they were playing the Longhorns.
Well, I'm eager to see who starts for them when you play them.
Who starts what?
At quarterback. Yeah, Arch. It's going to still be Arch.
Oh, who's going to play for Texas?
Yeah, not for y'all.
Yeah, I think Arch will probably start. I think they said he is.
Puka Nakua. Puka Nakua.
Who was our starting quarterback? Didn't he get hurt or something?
Brady Cook?
No, that's Mizzou. Texas. Is it?
Oh, Quinn Ewers. Yeah.
He got hurt, and that's why Arch.
He's a hell of a quarterback too, though. I mean, you
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
What a hell of a fucking problem to have, right?
Right. Exactly. Having two great quarterbacks.
I just like to see Luther Burden get some more touchdowns and yardage.
Scott, I put him in my Heisman watch list last week.
Yeah, I know. I watched.
Still believe.
Well, Marvin Harrison Jr. lost the Cotton Bowl to the Missouri Tigers last year, and he still got drafted high.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he's one of the best wide receivers in the league. In the nation. Well, in college last year.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he was the best. I think. Puka Nakua. Puka Nakua.
Quit that. You're making me sad.
I'll try to.
We got any comments are still here?
Where is this on? Let me. You said it's on Facebook, Johnny?
What now?
You said it's on Facebook?
Yeah, I shared it to a couple of groups, but it's not shared directly to Facebook. It's shared from YouTube to Facebook.
Okay.
Now let me ask a question: Is this really live, or is this like Sean's shorts?
No, we're on Facebook.
We're live.
Oh, okay.
We're live.
Live. Okay. Are we done with Washington now?
Yeah. I mean, look, I it's exciting what we've seen thus far. Like, not gonna lie, 3-1. I definitely didn't expect it. You know, I think I called us winning 8 games this year.
Lost your sound.
Can't hear you.
Sorry, Nathan was calling me. Hello? Yeah, Nathan was calling me. Yeah, having the start that we had, matter of fact, send him the link, Johnny. Having the start that we had, it definitely has people hyped up for sure. I mean, Washington fans are jumping off the roof because they're just super excited, but it's a long season, Johnny. You know that. Scott, you guys know. I mean, just as quickly as you're doing well, I mean, 1 or 2 injuries, and all of a sudden we're done. Marcus Mario's on IR, so our backup is Jeff Driscoll. So God forbid anything happens to our QB, we're back to square one. So,
well, last year the Rams weren't that good in the beginning, and I said they're going to make the playoffs, and they did.
You're absolutely right.
I hope I'm wrong about this year, but
still early. What are you, 1-3?
Yeah. There's been worse records that have gone into the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Start.
Not 0-4. Where is
who's 0-4 now?
Jacksonville.
No.
Yeah, Jackson. How many times have they had the first round, the first pick of the draft in the last 10 years now?
Yeah, exactly.
God, dude. If they get, it looks like they possibly can get the first round pick again.
Mm-hmm.
That's oh my God, dude. Seriously?
Johnny, is Trevor Lawrence, is he a bust?
I've always considered Trevor Lawrence a bust.
Ooh, Johnny.
Dude, I've watched his tape. He cannot throw inside the 20-yard line. You have to design plays specifically so he don't overthrow the players.
Wow.
And that's an issue with tall quarterbacks. It's always
Yeah.
been an issue. Joe Flacco is the most successful quarterback over 6'5" or 6'6", whatever it is he is, that has ever played like in that position. And he had to learn how to not overthrow the players.
Right. He's 6'6".
Yeah. He's a very tall quarterback.
Oh wow. What is all this? Oh my goodness.
I missed. They show Matt Ryan getting in Ring of Honor last night.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Good old Matty Ice.
Considering the night he goes in, the Kevin beats his record.
Good old Matty Ice, man. Let me tell you.
Kirk. I mean, I said Kevin. Sorry.
Who, Stefanski?
No. Kirk
But this is who Kirk is. Back to you, Johnny. This is who Kirk is. He can do this during the regular season. He can do this in these nice moments. But when it hits the fan, when time comes to, he ain't that guy, man. Maybe I'm a little bitter, but
Kirk Cousins has been a pain in my ass since the day he came into Tampa and said, "You like that? You like that?"
Oh, it was against y'all.
Remember that? That's where it started.
Oh, that's right. Oh man, yeah.
He was so excited.
I'm sorry, Johnny.
Yeah, they showed that in that quarterback show on Netflix.
Uh-huh. And I think it was because Donovan McNabb had been there and he was talking trash saying Kirk's not it. And then it was like 31-6 in that game. We were getting killed. And then all of a sudden he came back. But in our defense, you guys started Jameis.
Freebies. You got 2 pick sixes in that game.
Mm-hmm. And look, I was so
the game. I swear to God, it's a classic Jameis.
I was so blown with that game. I turned it off. I was like, I don't want to see this. I said, I'm not going to watch the rest of this crap. So I missed the whole second half. So it shows what I know.
Well, I'm glad you missed it.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Let's. I'm waiting on Nathan because I was going to talk some Ravens here too. But since he's not here yet, let's talk some of this boring ball stuff. You guys can talk some of this boring ball stuff. You guys know who's in independent races and all that crap right now. I have no clue.
No, wait for Nathan for that one too, because he knows all about that.
Well, then let's I want to preview
Playoff.
Play.
Cardinals just want to win a game.
Okay, let's just go off the wall then.
Wait. Talk about. We could start with playoffs. We'll talk about your boy, Pete. Rest in peace, Pete.
We'll skip that until we get to the boring ball stuff. So.
Okay. All right.
Well, I want to wrap all that up in one little segment so I don't have to talk about it anymore.
Baseball, strikes, fastballs.
I can't wait to see the new season of Yellowstone so I can see Beth.
I'll tell you one thing I know the Bucks need, and I've been on a rant about this position for quite a while now.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks need to get another fullback. If they're not going to put Sean Tucker in there, at least on short yardage downs, come on, man. Give me a fullback. Give these guys some help,
But who, Johnny? What, you're the only teams that have fullbacks are what? San Francisco.
There are 16 teams in the league that are still carrying fullbacks on their rosters.
How many use them?
Quite a few, actually, but they're not. Look, come on, man. Look at the Ravens. They make a living on it. fullback.
Well, that's what. But the Ravens are also leading the league in rushing. So yeah, I mean the Ravens do, but it's like San Francisco, the Ravens.
Wait a minute. You just answered the question. The Ravens are leading the league in rushing, hand in hand. Fullbacks go together with rushing.
Oh no, I'm not opposed to the fullback. I'm just saying it's not. The league is totally going away from the fullback. That's why your boy Allstott's one of the last greats.
They started going away from the. Whoa, that's my rant, dude.
Oh. I'm sorry, Johnny.
Somebody classified Allstott as a fullback because that's what he was.
Exactly.
They have him listed as a running back, and he'll never make the Hall of Fame like that.
No, he was a fullback. He was, in fact, he was the last great fullback. I'd say he was better than Lorenzo Neal because Lorenzo Neal was more of a blocking fullback. Allstott, you could give him. That's the thing, though. Allstott was such a force when you gave him the ball that it kind of did negate the traditional fullback mentality.
Juszczyk is a great fullback.
Exactly.
He's one of the most underrated players in the league right now, too.
Absolutely.
I can't remember what is the rate. I wish Nate was here. He could tell me.
I just hit him up with that.
I can't remember the fullback's name for Ravens, but he's a great fullback.
Patrick Ricard.
Ricard, yeah, that's it.
Yep.
What's that running back's name that the Kansas City Chiefs have? He's got a pet crocodile or alligator.
Where'd your picture go, dude?
Is that Carson Steele?
Yeah, Carson Steele.
Oh, the guy.
Yes.
Irrelevant now, right?
I think he'd be a great fullback.
They use him somewhat like that out there, but he's not. I don't think he's big enough for that.
No, you got to be about 240, 250. I don't know. What's Juszczyk ain't but like 235, right?
But see, that's the other difference, though, Johnny, is how they use him. Juszczyk is a fullback, but
he blocks too, man. He's a blocker.
He does block, but part of what makes him so dangerous is him leaking out in the back, leaking out of the backfield.
Yeah. That's another one. Oh, he's 245. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Pretty good size. The reason the fullbacks declined was because the tight ends were blocking tight ends back in the day when the fullbacks were on the decline because the tight end position was basically taking over that spot.
Well,
but tight ends don't know how to block anymore. Look at Kyle Pitts, man.
Washington was one of the teams that did that, where you started to negate the fullback because we had fullbacks, but closer towards the 2000s, we started, and we always had this, but it was more prevalent in the 2000s where we started to use, call him the H-back, where it was like a hybrid tight end fullback. That's what Cooley was so great with all those years.
Well, that's I formation, fullback and halfback.
Mm-hmm. No. I mean, meaning the H-back. Our H-back was not necessarily the halfback, so we had the tailback back there, but we had the H-back who was like a mix between the fullback and the tight end. We had a guy in our Super Bowls in the early 80s, GN.
You guys had John Riggins, man. Come on, man. That was fullback, running back, wide receiver, the whole fucking 9 yards.
But see, the thing about John Riggins is John Riggins by title was fullback, but just like Allstott, John Riggins was our bell cow, so he technically was running back.
Well, they got him listed as a running back.
Did they have him listed as? Oh, I thought he was listed as a fullback.
Oh,
yeah. Some of those old games they said fullback, but that makes sense. Good old John.
I got my COVID vaccine and my flu shot today, and my arms are hurting. It's making them bulge.
Is it really, Scott?
Yeah. Like I'll probably get some more in my legs, and then I'll get some more leg muscles.
Is Millie complimenting you now?
She's behind my chair, rubbing my lower back.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Scott.
Is that what you call Rosie now?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
come on, Alex.
Right.
Hey, somebody help.
Oh, Scott. Okay.
Well, like I was saying before, I have a new gal that I kind of like, Beth from Yellowstone.
Who I have yet to see. I've seen a little bit of it, but I have yet to see really in depth Yellowstone. I heard it's really good though.
Oh, she got that messed up bedroom hair, and boy, is she good looking.
Dude, it's Dallas. Remember those TV
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's just the same thing. So just trashy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Predictions.
Or is it Michigan or Michigan State?
It's Michigan.
This will either be Oregon's wake-up call to the Big Ten or Michigan needs to wake up. And with Michigan quarterbacks,
Yeah,
I don't need score. I don't need scores. I just want to know who you think's going to win.
I think Michigan.
Yeah, it's not. Guys, it's not Michigan. Michigan plays Washington this week.
Oh, it is Michigan State. Oh, well, guess what? I don't care.
Blowout.
Yeah, Oregon.
Blowout. This one's over. That's why what's his name ain't here. Because this game, he knows it's about to be a blowout.
Hey Millie, is it going to be a blowout?
Oh. Millie said she'll blow something out.
Yeah, later.
No. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I love you, Scotty. I love you.
Is that better?
Oh, where's Tina?
She's in the other room. I got the door shut.
Are you talking about his Tina or Tina Winter?
I was talking about his Tina because you sitting here impersonating Millie voices.
Millie, don't get any blood on my carpet.
Blood.
Stranger
Dude.
Scott. She gets no.
Okay.
Ben
Okay.
Cornette, I sent you the link, dude. You can jump in here any minute now.
What up, Ben? See, Ben, he tried to throw me a little backwards compliment.
I'm waiting for one of you baseball. I said the word. Shit. One of you boring ball fans to jump on here so we can discuss these boring ball games. Benjamin.
Yeah, Ben, come in here and talk about my Orioles. Another L.
You gotta get.
Yeah. How are the Orioles doing, man?
No, we got swept again. 2 years in a row. We get swept in the playoffs. Damn Orioles, man. It's killing me, man. You're killing me, Sonny. You're killing me.
You need to get Andrew.
I'll admit, I quit watching the Orioles about 10 years ago. What was it? No, it wasn't that long. Yeah, about 10 years ago when they got rid of Machado.
Mm-hmm. But we have a resurgence. We're a young team, man. But we got hit with the injury bug mid-season, and we started slumping, and the bats started falling asleep. We had several guys on slumps, several guys that were out half the season. You know, we salvaged the season towards the end, but our pitching, once you get past Burns and Eflin, you know, our what was our back? Our bullpen wasn't great. And at the end of the day, our guys just weren't hitting. And we lost to the Royals in game 1-0. And the second game, we actually started coming back, but I think we allowed them to. Our bullpen couldn't hold it up, and so they were able to just beat us. Man, it stinks because you start to get excited about it again, and then it's just like, here we go.
Oh man, two words that don't never go together.
What?
Excited and boring.
Hit boy.
Well, Andrew, Alec, and myself, we had nothing to look forward to this year with our team.
Who's your team?
The Cardinals suck.
Oh.
That's not Alex. Oh, you said Alec. Okay.
Yeah, it's Alec.
Yeah, because Alex likes Detroit, right?
Yeah. He's a Lakeland fan.
Yeah. They're still in.
The Lakeland Thugs.
They're in the divisional round, I think. The ALD, ALDS.
All I know is they used to piss me off because they used up my parking spot for their spring practices.
Oh, Johnny.
Were they?
Yeah, and dude, I'd always go the same way to my nature walk, right down on
Yeah.
Lake Park in Lakeland, and spring practice come, and that whole area was roped off and shit. You couldn't get through there. I was always raising hell about it. I was trying to walk through there one time, and somebody asked me if I wanted an autograph. I said, "I want your damn autograph." I don't know.
Johnny, you should have signed it.
You're out of your mind. You're in my way.
Yeah. They're like, who is that player, man? He's not nice.
Who is he? Ben Cornett?
Good old Benny Boy. Where is Benny Boy 702? Is that him?
That's him.
Are we gonna do a Benny? What's up, man?
Hey, Sean, how you doing, sir?
Well, my O's are out, so I got my Commanders.
Good. That's good, man.
We can't all be the Dodgers.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm still pissed off about last night.
What, y'all lost?
The Bucks, dude.
Oh.
Why does that piss you off, man? You didn't expect that with all the injuries, dude? And then Whitehead gets hurt, and that just – we had no depth, no rotation in there. By the time we ran 2 series at the end of the game to go into overtime with the damn defensive line, you could see they were all gassed.
I understand that. But the thing is, look at the missed tackles we had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, we were winning this game.
And we lost that game because our safeties were gone. The safety help was essential. We didn't have anybody covering in the middle. We didn't. That safety help took care. And using what's not Minter, the other the linebacker. Using him in pass rush in pass rush is fine, but he's not Savachier Dennis. He's not going to be out there helping you in the.
No, I understand that.
Game.
But I mean, we were winning this game. You know?
Kenny Britt, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Bucky Irving, the fumble, that didn't help. And then the missed face mask on Bucky, but they called a penalty on Barton on the same play for holding.
Radar must have chewed a wire on it.
Setting penalties, the penalty only got called on Barton. We got pushed back after the the Levante interception, and then we had to punt the ball away. So we couldn't.
So what happened at the end though? Because the last I checked, so I didn't see the game, but I was watching it, kind of like the game cast on my phone. Y'all were up at the end, and they went for that 4th and 15. And I thought it was over.
No, they converted on that 4th and 15.
Oh, they got that?
Yeah,
okay.
Drake London got the first down. Yeah.
Okay.
Radar must have chewed through Johnny's Wi-Fi cable.
We started talking baseball, and Johnny kind of flipped out.
Okay. We'll talk about baseball. Yeah, I'm real surprised the Orioles didn't make it a series.
Yeah, but Ben, you watched us this year. Our pitching once a lot of those guys got hurt, and then we went cold. Like we had that hot start in April, and then May and June. I mean, the bats weren't coming alive.
Yeah,
and then Yankees were just. Say again.
You ran into a hot Royals team at the right time.
Yep.
So that didn't help.
Yeah, so this is year 2, back-to-back years. We can make it to the playoffs, and we can't pull it out. But we're a young team. But that don't say anything because Detroit's the youngest team in baseball. Look at them. So, but health plays a factor.
Next year's a big year for the Orioles. If they don't get further, Hyde might be out.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit's younger than the Rays?
I think so. Then Detroit, the youngest team? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That's unusual. Usually the Rays are the youngest team in baseball. Because
So
they
look,
don't hold
Johnny-
on to anybody.
Well, now that we got everybody in here talking ball, you want to talk Pete?
Oh God, I guess.
Ben
I don't have
is
much
a
about it,
perfect
man.
person to talk to.
I have nothing to say about it except that he's been screwed for all these years. Why should he? Just because he died, they're going to put him in? I don't see it.
I mean, posthumously, I think they have to. Ben, what do you think? Should Pete be inducted into the Hall of Fame now?
Not now, because it would look hypocritical on Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
Do it right away. It would look really
right
bad.
after. Yeah,
Wait a year or two. No, seriously. I
Nope.
mean, if you do it right now, that would look so bad on. It'd be so
Mhm.
hypocritical.
Who's the commissioner now?
Rob Manfred.
Oh, is he the one that's been upholding Pete Rozelle's rant about Pete?
I mean, he's pretty much followed what Siegley's done, and what's his name? The guy before him, Grimaldi, I think, was the previous commissioner before Bud Selig, and then now Manfred.
I think Pete will get in as a legacy player at some point, but I think it'll be a change of commissioner before he does.
Will there be an asterisk at his name?
Absolutely.
not if there's not an asterisk behind Barry Bonds.
All right, that's a whole nother rant, dude.
Johnny, I thought you didn't like talking baseball.
When they killed the steroid era, they killed baseball. They absolutely did. I remember going to games and not actually going to sleep at all during a game. That was years ago. It was during the steroid era.
That's because Johnny was on speed.
But my only problem is like, if you're keeping these guys out, but yet you were making money off of them when you were almost.
That's been my argument for Pete Rose all these years, dude. And not only that, you got legalized gambling everywhere, right?
Exactly.
It's in the stadiums in baseball, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, you can do it in football stadiums, so what the hell?
That's the only way I can watch baseball is taking many thins.
Doing what?
He snorts mini thins.
That's what truck drivers take when they want to stay awake on the road.
Okay.
Sure it is. You believe that if you want to.
I know it's true. I had a bunch of friends that were truck drivers.
You say truck drivers or drug drivers?
Truck drivers. TRUCK.
Both.
See, I can't spell big words, Johnny.
I'm not going to get into this right now.
It's both. Like big trucks that drive the drugs.
Mini thins went out in the 70s and 80s, dude, after meth took over.
What are they called?
Mini thins.
Oh,
You can buy them.
What is today's name for them?
Speed.
Okay, thank you.
No, they're still called mini thins.
It's technically speed.
You're asking a crossing guard shit, man. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
And I wasn't a snitch.
Scott, you definitely were a snitch, Scott. You snitched on everyone.
Oh, look at him. Look what he's doing.
Wait till I write this down in my log.
Principal Hope, look, Principal Hope, look what he's doing. I don't want to point fingers. Just look what he's doing.
Scott, you're small enough to like actually be a fly on the wall, dude. That's how big a snitch you are.
Don't make me laugh too much. My arms are hurting from those vaccines today.
Alex, it's been 5 minutes, hasn't it? Come on, man.
No, he said 5 minutes. He said oh yeah, that's past 9.
He said 15 minutes.
He said 9 or 9:30.
What do you say in the chat here?
All right.
He'll be here. He's just trying
That
to.
was
15. Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
that
see
was
that
like
one.
10 minutes ago.
Okay. Ben,
Yo.
It's off the wall. So you got anything off the wall to talk about? What are you eating tonight, dude?
Popeyes.
Hey,
The hot stuff?
All
I
hot,
got the
dude.
bio buffalo sauce. Really good.
Is that why you're sweating? Your forehead's sweating a little bit there?
Not really. No.
Don't touch your eye.
Don't worry, I won't. Thanks for the recommendation.
It's all right. Your
Off the wall
mascara is
stuff.
just fine, so you don't have to touch your eye.
Off the wall stuff. Well, we all know Devontae wants out. I'm talking about here in Vegas. He wants out of town.
I still see Green Bay as a spot for him.
And
But then
Sean,
Sean brought up a good one, man, with the Ravens. That's a nice plan.
well, he put up that post today with saying nevermore and quoting Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if I can read into that, but I mean,
Oh, come on. It's obvious.
oh yes,
What's
my
going on, man?
guy.
hey, there's Mr. Detroit there.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
up?
Thank God we avoided playing them again.
Yeah,
We avoided playing everybody again.
we were all Michigan playing Oregon tonight, but it's Michigan State.
Yeah, Michigan State. We're probably, I think, 3-ish weeks away from playing them.
So I was looking forward to seeing whether Oregon was going to get a nice welcome to Big Ten, or I guess they're going to get a red carpet with the Big Ten now because of Michigan State. So.
Well, I mean, to my surprise, at least, it's 5 minutes into the game and it's still 0-0. So
I noticed that.
Wow.
This is interesting.
Syracuse up 7-0 on UNLV.
Yeah.
Look, I wonder what Sluka's doing. You're down there in Vegas, Ben. What is Matthew Sluka doing now that they're like, we didn't need you?
Redshirt. He's redshirting.
Yeah,
Gonna go to another school.
I'm just hanging out.
That's fine.
So he's just gonna quit the other school. So what was it? It was over what? They said they were gonna give him $100K or
Well, he said he was supposed to get $100,000. He was promised. He said he only got paid like a
3,000 relocate.
3,000. Yeah.
oh.
And UNLV's denying that. They said they fulfilled those obligations, but
Well-
Sluka's agent came out and said no, that wasn't the case.
So- The $100,000 was supposedly basically like just a verbal agreement with one of the offensive assistant coaches. It wasn't the head coach or anyone like that's actually allowed to do that. That was like, yeah, we'll give you the 100,000. But Sluka and his agent are like, well, this guy told us we're getting 100,000. Why aren't we getting 100,000? Like,
Yeah.
my
one of the downsides to the NIL.
yep.
One
My
minute.
favorite thing, speaking of NIL, is the sign the first game after Sluka sat out was, hey, Sluka, it's UNLV, not UNILV. I was just like, damn.
Got him. And then what? The running back too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then they still took care of business last weekend very comfortably.
Man.
It was and Fresno State's one of the better teams in the Mountain West too. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. They worked, huh?
I'd probably say third or fourth best team in the conference. Yeah. I think
Boise-
UNLV and Boise State are like levels ahead of everyone else, but it's still a pretty good conference. Like,
Yeah, I would say Boise's on top, not by much, but
yeah,
we're right there with them. So
You do realize Scott's right there, right?
no,
You're discussing who's on top and who's on bottom there. I mean, come on, man.
I was kind of hoping it was just gonna go right over his head.
Right.
Don't worry, Millie. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Just keep rolling.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait, I can mute him now.
A&M
This is
wins.
Right. You have the power.
Texas A&M win tomorrow over Missouri.
Yep.
Sorry, Scott. I think so. Yep. I think this is
A&M?
yeah.
Mhm.
I think Missouri edges them out.
They have a really good defense.
That one too.
To me, it was basically who's at home. Like, I think
Yeah.
the teams are evenly matched enough where I think the home team will take it. And Kyle Field, too, that's really tough place. to play,
College
so.
Station, man. Yeah.
Well,
And look, I mean-
oh yeah, College Station. I forgot about.
Right. What's his
Yeah.
name? And Missouri just came off of that nail biter a week ago. Didn't they just go to overtime?
Yeah, double overtime against Vandy 2 weeks ago. They were on the bye last week.
Now, I want you guys to know that Scott fully blamed you guys for that too. You're
Sorry, we were right.
Right. Exactly.
So Ben's taking Missouri. Alex is taking Texas A&M.
I'm taking A&M, yeah.
I'm taking Missouri.
Okay. You know what?
I'm going with my partner in A&M. That defense.
Yeah. Mike
I
Elko's got
think
them
the big
rolling right now
if A&M
defensively.
wins, I think the biggest tell of that's going to be College Station. Man, that is a hard place to play.
Oh yeah.
Well, and
Oh yeah.
A&M, I can't remember who the quarterback is that took over for Weigman, but he's got that what is it? Malik Reed? Marcel Reed.
Yeah,
freshman
that dual
quarterback.
threat.
He's got them rolling right now, too. They're moving the ball pretty easily right now.
Oh, yeah.
And Scott
Almost
told
600
me,
yards, 6 touchdowns, no picks.
Scott told me Missouri was playing Texas, and I was like, "What? No, you're doomed."
Oh, they'd get their ass beat. playing Texas.
Hang it up, dude.
You know what sneaky good game tomorrow is? Rutgers and Nebraska.
Yep.
Let's go.
I'm so
Absolutely.
excited for that game.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a
That's
sneaky good
two-
game.
Gianna's still coaching Rutgers, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
Yep.
Undefeated, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be.
Now, this is, well, no, I can't. It's their second test of the season. Washington was their first test of the year last week.
They passed it. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, I think it was more Washington beating themselves personally. But,
Yeah.
hey,
They only lost by 3.
yeah,
yeah.
still undefeated. So
Yep. I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say,
true.
still win.
That's
They
true.
also beat Virginia Tech, too. So,
Exactly.
in their stadium. Well, on the road, beat Virginia Tech. So,
What is going on with them? I mean, I picked them to be amazing.
I did, too. I also, I don't think Miami wins the ACC anymore.
Ooh.
I'm hopping to Clemson.
Okay. Okay.
I think
What?
Cade.
yeah, they'll
I
have
think-
an easy one tomorrow night.
Who's Clemson playing tomorrow night? You guys? Yeah.
Oh.
I actually.
Sorry,
forgot.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, Ben.
I do still think it's Clemson, Miami in the ACC title game. To me, that game last week for Miami was telling me they're gonna probably lose a game, maybe 2 that they shouldn't along the way. And
They do that, man. I don't get Miami with this shit. It's like it's a bunch of people who got put on a football team with a college that really don't give a shit about anything other than themselves.
That's pretty much
And
half
when
the
they
college
feel like
players.
they don't have to put in the effort, they just don't.
That's
You know what I
pretty much
mean?
half the schools in the country. Come on. That's with the NIL deals now.
Well,
yeah.
I will say this: if I will laugh my ass off if Florida State beats Miami,
Oh my God, yeah.
we'll never hear the end of it.
hey, listen,
That's
if that
not-
happens, if
would
that
be
happens, that just
the-
opens the door for North Carolina, baby. That's
Did
right.
You, I
For her,
don't
North
know if you
Carolina.
guys-
one of the highest scoring teams out there. Oh my God, that
Who else
Yeah,
can say
you
they
can
gave up
score.
70 and still did good?
I was gonna flip it the other way. Who can say they scored 50 and still lost?
That's us. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we
God.
can't score 30, so
John needed anxiety medication
Or-
after that game.
we're celebrating it for
We were live.
passing yards.
Yeah. We were live for that game. It was halftime. It was 53-21.
Yep.
I was like, what are y'all? What?
Yeah.
well,
Oh my God.
would be fun.
Right? I think they beat us in basketball last year too. God, I'm done with JMU, man.
Michigan, did you guys ever find a quarterback?
We settled on one. We didn't find one. Although, so an interesting thing came out. I don't know if you guys saw it last week. I think it was Dave Portnoy, the owner of Barstool, big time Michigan fan, said he would hop into the NIL like collective fund and give $3 million a year to a quarterback. Like if they can find a quarterback, he will give specifically the quarterback $3 million a year.
Wow.
Jeez.
The
Are they
big,
banning anybody?
well, and I would love that, but the big one that we lost in state last year, who's going next year to LSU, is Bryce Underwood. He was the #1 quarterback for next year's class.
Well,
That
Ewers
sounds
might,
like a big reason he didn't go to Michigan was the NIL.
Ewers might be looking to change spots.
Ewers is going to go pro.
Yeah. Is he back this week?
So they're on the bye this week.
Okay.
He's
Not
back
bad.
against Oklahoma next week.
Okay.
What the hell is all that
Ooh,
punching?
the regular shootout.
That's me. That's me, Scott.
He's crunching up all his.
Oh, God.
You're right. Thank you for holding that in.
You're making Millie nervous.
Oh,
All poor
God.
girl.
is Millie over? Is she still underage, Scott?
She's 5, man. You know, 5 fingers on his right hand.
She's 20. She's 20.
Of course you know that.
Right. God.
So,
Oh, God.
Game in Seattle tomorrow night, Alex. I am picking Michigan, but I think it'll be a close game.
It's going to be a very close game. I'm leaning Michigan because we're getting some guys back this week. Both tight ends are expected to play. Will Johnson's going to be back in the lineup. And it sounds like Miles Hinton, the left tackle, will also be back in. I don't like how we finished against Minnesota. I hate that fourth quarter. That was the worst. I think the worst Michigan performance I've seen in years since the COVID year.
Okay.
And Sherrone Moore coming out after the game when they were talking to him right on the sideline there, sounded like he thought the same thing because he was pissed and just did the whole we're not happy about it. Like this was awful. This was like,
And
and we got
quarterback in the COVID year. Wasn't that JJ's first year?
nope. First year was 2021. So the starting quarterback to start the COVID year was Joe Milton, who went to Tennessee, just got drafted by the Patriots. Then we had Cade McNamara, who's now the starter for Iowa. And there was one other. Was Dylan McCaffrey still there?
No idea.
I don't know.
I think he was. I think he was there and then went to Northern Colorado the next year.
Speaking of McNamara, he's got to go to Ohio State tomorrow.
I think that's a closer game than people expect. Like I think with the defense for Iowa, Caleb Johnson running the ball, I think they've got the method to slow Ohio State down. They're not going to beat them.
Right.
But I think this is a pretty low scoring game. Ohio State probably still wins by like 10. But I don't think it's the blowout that a lot of people expect it to be.
Yeah.
I don't have to
Penn
worry
State's
about
going to
that
wipe the
problem.
floor with UCLA tomorrow.
Yeah. That's 3 straight weeks UCLA has to play a top 15 team. They had to play LSU 2 weeks ago, then Oregon last week, and then Penn State this week. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this might be the whiteout game.
Ooh. All right.
Man, I hope they are patient with Deshaun Foster because
They better be.
this is not looking good, man.
No. And they got no life to their offense. Their defense is okay.
Spencer, number 43.
Rough
There you go.
year.
Who? Is that me?
Yeah, that's you, man. You're on the field right now.
Let's go.
Oh wait. So it's not the whiteout game. It's the big noon kickoff, I think.
Oh, Sean, you just got an interception, dude.
Hey, for who?
I thought you
For
played
Michigan
running back.
State?
Yeah.
Or where? Oh, nice.
Picked off in the end zone.
Ooh. Ooh, McCord is balling. 9 of 9, 120 and a touchdown.
Yeah, what else is new other than the 1 week?
Right.
That's been him all damn year.
Who his receiver is Gadsden? Does he have somebody that played in the league? And the guy that played for the Dolphins named Gadsden years ago?
Yeah, Gaston.
Mm-hmm.
Gaston.
Oh no, this is Gadsden. So no.
Yeah, Gadsden.
Mm.
He's Rondé Gadsden the second. So I was like, did Rondé the first play in the
Right. I was
NFL
like,
at some point?
I mean, all these other sons are out here playing, so I figured maybe it was, but I don't know.
He's a junior right now, so.
So Alex,
Rondé.
is Dan Campbell looking for houses during the bye week? Or?
Man, I mean, for somebody his daughter goes to high school with to be the one to leak all that,
Yeah.
what a
Wow.
dickhead. Like, all because we were outside the kicker's range and they went for it on 4th down. Like,
Damn Campbell.
I can't
No,
believe
I'm,
they did that, man.
what's that?
I can't believe they did that, man. We're gonna have to find a new house, and I don't know what we're gonna do, but I just have to do this.
Yeah.
When I talk to
I mean, my favorite thing now is anytime we beat somebody, it's you got beat by the assistant manager at Applebee's. It's that picture from the commercial of Dan Campbell with the menu over his mouth. Like, my
Every time you go
favorite
to a
thing is
restaurant, you have to do that, right, Alex? That's
Oh, yeah.
mandatory.
yeah. Oh, my favorite thing was when we did the trick play from St. Brown to Goff in the end zone. Right before they pan over to the play, it's Campbell staring directly into the camera. It was like one of those things from The Office where it was like something's about to go down. One of them stares into the camera. Like,
Hey, I'll be back, guys.
okay.
Thanks for the warning.
No, you know, every time he says, "I'll be right back, guys," he never shows back up. It's like he's basically saying, "I'm out of here, you fuckers."
Yeah.
He's going to go put the laundry into the dryer.
Oh, that's what he calls it?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Marty, I'm losing money with him now, man. He needs to get back to work ASAP.
You sound like his Arkansas boss.
I told him that shit too. I was talking to him today. I said, "Man, you got to quit slacking. Ben's going to come after you, dude."
I'm sure if you got a sore throat, deal with it.
Ah!
You get a sore throat every day.
Needs more lubrication, I guess.
Oh.
Dude, how much ice packs does he need on his ass, man? Come on.
Oh,
Ben, do you give him FLMA?
No. It's independent contractor, dude.
I meant to put a question mark behind that. Shit. Oh well.
Yeah, they're doing good. I think they beat Cincinnati Sunday.
Yeah.
I like. Upset Sean left now because I wanted to get onto this because he's the one that brought up the whole Devontae Adams thing about the Ravens and stuff.
Posting the Edgar Allan Poe picture.
Yeah, and that's man, put Adams there. I would like to see that kind of dynamic with the Ravens, man.
That would be a lot of fun.
I think that's a game changer right there for them.
Well, and
especially in the playoffs.
The Ravens, you can give up a second and like a fifth or whatever, because I mean, you wouldn't want to because every pick they seem to do is fucking gold.
Right.
But if you can give up, say, like a second and like a fifth or a sixth, and get someone like Devontae.
Look what happened to DK, man. DK goes to his brother and balls out, man.
Yeah.
You're in win now mode. You might as well do it.
They can give him the next 3 first-round draft picks like we did for you, Detroit, for golf. and Stafford.
Yeah, that worked out well for both sides, actually. I saw something today from, I think it was some like fan page talking out their ass or whatever, but saying the Lions are talking about sending their next 3 first-round picks and Hendon Hooker for Devontae Adams and Max Crosby. I was like, I'll take Crosby. I'm happy with our receivers right now.
I'm in the same. I would love to have Max Crosby with the Bucks, man, but
yeah,
I'm not.
Well,
where would Adams go? I mean, we're not spending that much money on a guy.
Yeah.
And,
now
and have
the
3
thing is,
number ones on the team, right?
Yeah. Now the thing is, if you're in like full win now mode, his contract after this year, none of it's guaranteed, so you can just walk away from it after this year. Which is why some of these teams, like us, realistically, to have him, St. Brown, and Jameson Williams would be unreal. But I think we're okay. And if you could get Crosby, said the main place he'd want to go if it wasn't the Raiders is Detroit. He played at Eastern Michigan. It's home. So I was just like, yes, please, come on. Like, what would it take to get him?
But he doesn't have a I can tell you where I want to go contract either. So the Raiders
he's not far off
out of spite, and don't get me wrong, the Raiders have been known to do things out of spite.
Yep.
That's why the first thing that popped into my head was let's send him back, his ass back to Green Bay. He didn't want to be there, so let's send him right back. You know?
Can't. Wait. Oh no, now they can, yeah. There's the whole.
It would be ironic because Green Bay really needs a number 1 out there on that field.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I forgot it's been.
I'm glad they don't have one, but still.
Well, I forgot he's in year 3 in Vegas because there's the ruling that came out when we were talking, or when they were talking about Hassan Reddick, that if, say, with Green Bay trading Devontae to the Raiders, he can't be traded back to Green Bay for 2 years.
All right.
Because people were talking about, well, why don't you just send Hassan Reddick back to the Eagles? And they were like, well, because you can't.
Does he play this year?
I think he gets traded. I don't think he plays in a Jets uniform.
I don't either.
I inevitably think Devontae Adams ends up a Jet, and Hassan Reddick
He's going to have to go a long way around to get there, though, like Brett Favre did to get to Minnesota and shit. Yeah. I don't think anybody's willing to hand Aaron Rodgers his favorite weapon. I just don't.
If they're the ones that are going to give the most, though, they might just outbid everyone else. To where you're.
Well, yeah. I guess because the Raiders are not in a position to be worrying about the Super Bowl right now. So
exactly. And if you get if I'm the Jets, give up a first-round pick for Devontae.
And the Jets are known to do stupid things.
Just that, yeah.
So,
and especially to keep a guy like Rodgers happy. Yeah, I could absolutely see them giving up a first when all the Raiders asked for is a second.
Speaking of Green Bay, Dobbs and Watson are out this week.
Yep.
Wow. That's huge.
That's why I was saying, yeah, Green Bay definitely needs a number 1 out there. Watson's their what? Isn't Watson is their number 1, right? And then you got Dobbs,
the Dobbs is realistically their number 1, and then you got Watson and you got Jaden Reed. And there's one other main one I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
No, but Reed's been playing pretty damn well.
That means the Rams.
They've all been playing pretty damn well.
Does that mean the Rams are going to have a chance this week?
Probably.
No, because now Josh Jacobs is just going to run the ball 60 times.
Yeah. He'll finally get his touches.
Yeah.
Billy, will I be getting my touches?
Jesus Christ.
This ain't off the wall. This is Ravens ball. Why are we talking? Oh, yeah, we started this with talking about the Ravens looking for the Devontae Adams.
Yeah, no, we branched off to the Packers.
14-0 Syracuse right now.
I gotta go put the laundry in the dryer.
Damn.
Who are the Lions playing this week?
We're on the bye. Next week we go to Dallas.
So I'm picking the Lions to win this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's at least one guaranteed. That's at least one guaranteed win.
They're favored. So.
unless somehow they get an injured player during the week, and then that you can consider it a loss, right?
Yeah. I'm interested to see how Frank Ragnow is going to be. because he's got that partially torn pec. He didn't play at all this last week, but he played. It happened early in the week 3 game, and he played through the entirety of the game.
Wow, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually a proponent for a late bye, not week 11, but a late bye.
Yeah.
But Christ almighty, we could use a fucking bye week.
Yeah.
I'm
What
sorry,
we-
we flip away last night.
Oh, you
did.
absolutely did. Yeah.
I think we miss Servassier Dennis a lot, and definitely Winfield.
Oh,
Yeah, Winfield, absolutely.
Would not go up the middle as many times as Kirk Cousins did last night if Antoine was
No.
playing.
Oh,
Absolutely.
100%.
I mean,
yeah.
Kirk Cousins, we had to go back into Tampa 2 defense. And what's the weakness of a Tampa 2? The middle of the damn
Right
field.
up the middle, yeah.
Every time, man.
That's why teams
Mhm.
don't do it as much anymore. So
Yep.
Yeah, when you're playing with a bunch of fucking injured players and rotation guys, you have to adjust it, man.
I'm sorry, Atlanta's not as good as people think. I'm sorry.
No, they just showed that last night. That win showed me more about Atlanta's weaknesses than it did Bucks'
Yep.
strengths and shit. I mean,
There
I saw a lot of our strengths. Now, don't get me wrong. I saw a lot of our strengths in that game.
Yeah.
With Sterling Shepard sitting out there as the number 3 guy and shit, and we still moved
The offense
ball
looked
when we want to.
awesome.
Yeah.
School, please go to offensive tackle school or something, please. That's
Go
all
to
I got.
waivers. Get him the hell out of there. Like,
I did see him start chipping and helping over school on the line and shit. That was
see, why did it take
much
this
needed.
long?
I don't know.
That's the real issue.
I
He
think
sucked week 2.
well, I think a
Well,
lot of that
like-
is the offensive line coach. I think he's been running different schemes with the offensive line.
Yeah.
It showed that last night with the way they were pulling and stuff. And come
Mhm.
on, Joe Tryon-Shoyinka bum rushed motherfucking Jake Matthews into Kirk Cousins last night. Bull rushed him, man. What the hell? It's
this
an
is what-
upside down world, man.
This is what I told you week before the start of the season. You have to let guys like that get back in. There's a reason they were throwing him back out as a starter.
Yeah.
I liked Anthony Nelson last night. He played well.
Yeah, Anthony Nelson
Yeah.
played well. He always does what he has to step up.
Yeah.
I still wish we could rotate Hainsey out to tackle, man. He played
Yeah.
tackle in college, man. Come on, dude.
Just too many in, Gadecki being out's huge. It really
Yeah, it is.
It's massive, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I mean-
and Rashad White, Jesus Christ, learn how to block, dude. All
He's
you
awful
have
in
to
pass
do
pro.
is chip a little bit, man. Just a little bit, dude.
Mhm.
Bucky did really good until the fumble. I'm like, oh man.
Now,
Sean
think it's-
fucking Tucker.
I think part of that is the face mask.
That was a bad call. That was a missed call.
Yeah.
And that face
Well,
mask,
it
that
would have
was
been a no call anyway, but yeah,
That was the same play as-
It did push it back
Barton
out of the
holding,
field goal range.
and they
Too.
called
Yep.
the hold on Barton instead of offsetting penalties, which
Yep.
hurt
Yep.
us because we could have been in field goal range at least.
Yeah,
Mhm.
normally that's a call which it's a ticky tack call, but then when you are it is a game changer like that. So
Well, and that late in the game too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because instead of offsetting penalties, we get the penalty, it moves us back 10 yards, and now
Yeah.
yep.
we just sorry, man. I've never been this mad at a loss in years. you know?
I talked to Tracy because I just gave straight up stats. When Tracy's asking him for information on a game, I give the opponents, I give her the straight up stats, and I did, and I said, if I wasn't picking with bias, I would probably take the Falcons, but I'm picking with bias. It's my team. I'm a fanboy on my team, at least in my picks. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So she ended up taking the Falcons, and I'm like, and the whole
Yeah, she
first half
hopped
of
into
the game,
first
she
place.
was cussing me out. She thought I set her up to fail and all that shit. And I was like, oh well, And then in that game, I was like, oh, see,
Backfired.
yeah.
For me, it was just strictly the fact that you guys were injured like this against us and pulled it out. So I was like, yeah, you guys can do it again. Like,
I thought it was our night too when Mooney dropped that third down pass.
oh my God, yeah.
And Whitehead, oh man, Mooney.
I had Mooney sitting on my fucking bench in one league. I sat there Thursday and was debating between him and Romeo Dobbs, who's now not fucking playing. And Mooney freaking lit up, and it's in one of my money leagues too, where I was just like, damn it. Like,
Did you see on the chat of ours, Scott was talking about, I'm kicking Johnny's butt and shit, right? I caught him and beat him last just in last night's game. In last night's game with the kicker McLaughlin.
oh my god.
That's
No, two missed 2 field goals too. Well, one of them was blocked too. Like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. God, we had the breaks and we just couldn't.
I knew he missed that 58-yarder, which sealed the game last week for him when they hit it. And then and then with that blocked field goal, I was like, oh, his head's gone, right? But when we got to the end of that game, man, I was like, no, he's got this. It's set up for him, man, right now.
Even with the 5-yard false start penalty.
That whole thing just started that whole downhill. You could feel the momentum shift, man.
Yep.
And that's a real thing. I don't care what people say. Momentum shift is a real thing.
And when you're on the field, you can absolutely feel it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Oh man. Well, I picked the Saints up.
What do you guys think? All right, we talked about this before you guys got on, so I'm going to let you guys have your say about it. Jaden Daniels in Washington.
Looking good so far.
Looking great. I love everything about Jaden Daniels in this offense. Everything that they're doing with him is setting him up for success. You're not making him just a statue behind this offensive line. You're allowing movement. You're allowing him to find the open guys, extend plays when needed. The running game looks really good with Robinson and Eckler. Like everything is working around Jaden Daniels.
And Dan Quinn is like telling him, just go out there and play. Like, our defense is going to be good.
His accuracy, dude. He's a rookie. Come
Record-setting
on,
accuracy.
for God's sakes, man. He's a rookie.
Most accurate start ever
in history.
Beat 2007 Tom Brady.
Oregon got on the board.
Yep.
Fucking took them long enough.
Yeah, Bunjole.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Yeah, this guy. I don't even know why I turned this one on.
Oh, Ben, you'll love to hear this.
What?
Sounds like there's a realistic chance DJ could be back next year too. Sounds like he's going to be eligible for an injury designation for an injury red shirt to get a 6th year.
Wow. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're a good team, dude. I'm glad Barry Odom's really turned this program around. They got to pay him though, because teams are going to want to go after him. So hopefully he doesn't leave town like sooner than later. I mean,
and what's going on with are you guys going to the Pac-12? Is that finalized now?
Or? In the Mountain West for now.
Okay.
Because we're getting $10 million or something like that.
Oh, you guys ended up taking that deal to stay? You and
Air Force?
Yeah.
So. I'm not used to you saying us when it comes to another team besides FSU. What the hell are you talking about now? Oh, you just switched out. Okay, I got you.
No,
I don't blame you. I mean,
I'll always be a Florida State fan. It's good to see UNLV.
Oh, holy shit! He came back after we finished talking about Sean. We came back after we finished talking about Jaden.
We just brought up Jaden Daniels again.
Let's go. I'm excited.
So, Alex, earlier you was talking about $2 million or something like that for a quarterback.
Oh, $3 million.
Who would you want right now?
I mean, the obvious choice would be Arch Manning. But to me, being more realistic, I'll take the incoming true freshman Bryce Underwood, the one that I brought up earlier. I really like what he's doing. He's setting all the
Is it
the
worth $3 million?
If that's what it's going to take, yeah. You can see we desperately need a quarterback.
Yeah, but I think you're settling.
Taking the #1 incoming recruit next year?
Yeah, but he's an incoming recruit. I mean...
Yeah, and so was Arch Manning a year ago.
Right. That's true, but how often does that hit? You hear this all the time. Oh, this recruit's going to be a baller, and then he's a flop.
With the quarterback ones, it's been pretty good lately.
Yeah, I'm going back.
Dylan
40
Raiola
years.
was the
I'm going
number
back-
one this year, looking real
I'm
good.
going back 40 years, dude. I'm not just going back a few years.
I'm going back like 10 still. It's not like
Johnny, how much can you remember from 40 years?
Enough. There's a lot of standouts. Not in college quarterbacks, though.
Who was the D tackle for the Ravens a couple years back?
Motherfucker. you.
about 10 years ago.
Love you, Johnny.
His name was Vita Vea. I mean, hilarious.
Oh, dude, how about that tackle on Kirk Cousins by Vita last night? Was
Yeah, that
was
was
good.
great. That's
He
great.
Yeah.
just squashed him like a bug.
That's 2
I'm-
games in a row. Isn't that 2 or 3 games in a row that Vita's had a sack in there, man?
2 games in a row because he
2,
came
yeah.
back to the Eagles game. Yeah.
I love the
I-
way they're using Vita, man. They're moving him around like they did
Mhm.
Sue. Remember how
Yeah.
they used Sue? Now
When
they're
he's
using Vita
athletic
that way.
enough, you need to do him. You need to use him like that.
And the other defensive tackle that they got in there, the rotation guy.
Oh, Logan Hall. Logan Hall
Yeah.
played really good.
No,
last
not
night.
Hall, not Hall. The other big guy, the big body. Damn, I can't remember his name. I've only seen him a couple of times, but he's playing pretty damn well. He's stuffing the shit out of that interior.
Mhm.
I will find it.
He got his name called out last night a couple of times. Damn, I wish I could remember names.
Let's see here.
Sure, it wasn't Logan Hall.
Greg Gaines.
Games.
Gaines, that was it. That was it. Gaines, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing pretty damn well, man.
Oh man, there's a few times where
No,
he's
Logan
got-
Hall with two sacks, man.
Yeah. Logan Hall with 2
I'm
sacks.
getting feedback from somebody there.
Gaines.
I think it's Sean.
Gaines got held a lot last night.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
watch-
he really did.
You know, they called
Yeah.
it. They did call a flag eventually, but man, he just.
I guess Logan Hall decided I'm done being called a bust. I'll keep hearing my voice coming back at me.
Yeah, it's Sean because when you talk, I can see the little ring on his logo.
John, did you leave again?
He's pulling an Alex Schomburg. Yeah.
Sean, wake up.
Is he laying in bed?
Oh God. Wouldn't
Ouch.
you like to know?
Oh, that bait was hanging there too long. Now I see it.
Yo. I was sitting there like, do I say it? Yeah, I'm going to. Like
Tomorrow night, Alex Pereira Roundtree, dude. I got Pereira.
I'll be shocked if it makes it out of the first round.
Yeah.
I think Roundtree's getting knocked out in the first like 2 minutes.
No, we already did that.
And then he goes to heavyweight. I'm assuming.
Well, see, he's also talked about going down again
Why?
to go fight Drekus.
And there he goes again.
That'd be interesting, I guess, but
I'd rather him fight Aspinall, but
I do too.
because we know neither of the guys in the Jones-Stipe fight are staying around after.
Right.
They're both retiring. So then have Aspinall fight Pereira for the new heavyweight belt.
I agree. There's like a women's fight too, right?
Yeah, Raquel Pennington and Juliana Pena.
Oh, it's gonna be a good fight.
That'll be a good one too, yeah.
I like
Oh.
Pennington. I think she might pull this one out.
I do too.
Yeah.
The other one I'm really excited for is Roman Dolidze, Kevin Holland. I'm excited for that one.
That's gonna open up the main card. Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be good.
Holland's just so much fun to watch. He always puts on a show.
I agree. Should be a pretty decent show. It's going to be after Bad Blood because I guess UFC WWE's doing that thing together where they'll have
They'll
WWE's
do one right before the other. Yeah,
and then right in time for UFC. So
I forgot Bad Blood was tomorrow.
yeah, it starts at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. Did you see the talk of Well, did you see Cody on the Pat McAfee show earlier?
No, I didn't catch it.
This
I know he
week?
was on there. I didn't catch it.
So at the end, when Cody's like shaking hands with everyone, they're like closing the show up, you can hear Pat. It's almost supposed to be like a hot mic thing, but it was totally planned. Where Pat's just kind of muttering to Cody, like, "Hey, I heard the big guy's coming back this week," and like,
Roger, old Scott.
The Rock, and then Cody on the show said that there's some sort of video package or something like that that's going to play to set something up for the future. So I think it's the video package, and then The Rock shows up.
Well, now there was a debate this week, Alex. What would main event the show? Should it be Punk and Drew because of the Hell in a
It should
Cell?
be.
But I think it should too. But now that you mention that, it makes a lot of sense.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
I think you almost then have the Cell open the show.
That's what they're gonna do. From what
Go in with a bang right off the bat.
Yeah.
And then have the stuff in between kind of like almost cool down to the tag match. Like,
yeah.
Which I think is gonna be really good. But
I think it'd be a great show. It's gonna be a fun show to watch. NXT
Dom
was fun
in the
this
shark
week.
cage.
Dom, yeah. NXT was fun this week. Julia looked pretty good against Roxanne, although I don't know, it kind of rushed, that match because it's her first match in the States. So Cora Jade came out, interfered. So
yeah, I saw that.
Trick Williams won the title again. That's an interesting move.
They switched networks too, right?
Yeah,
they're on CW now.
Yeah, but I think it'd still be on the network internationally. So.
Yeah,
and then AEW got their deal with Max and Warner Brothers. So 3 more years, Max will have the pay-per-views at a discounted price, kind of like what UFC does with ESPN Plus.
Yeah,
get the service, but then you pay. But although this time it'll be discounted.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck. Hopefully they do well, but I don't see things changing. I mean, the same creative, the same matches.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Nice crib, Sean.
Look at that.
Thank you. Jaden's success is carrying over to the Washington game, as you can see.
Jaden's house right now.
This is what happened. Sam never bought me a house like this. Okay, that's what Jaden provides us. Okay,
there you go. Sweet.
What are you're talking about? Oh, you moved on. Damn it.
No. I was fucking
he's just scrolling through the random.
What did you think of? What did you? Tomorrow's Backlash. Ooh, can't wait.
Bad Blood, yeah.
Bad Blood. Okay. What did you think of? I just saw. I'm so behind. I saw Uso, Jimmy, Jay. Which one just won the title?
Yeah, the Intercontinental a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think about that? Like I liked that was his first title, but I kind of liked my guy from Kennesaw State.
I like Braun, but
I do, but I think it's setting up for something for where he gets screwed out of the title by the bloodline.
You want? I think what happens is we've had this little feud going on with Jay joining with Rhea and Damian.
Ooh.
I think in a couple, maybe the next pay-per-view, Dominic Mysterio is winning the title. Judgment Day is going to screw Jay Uso.
Absolutely.
Dominic's going to win the belt.
In.
I think that's what's going to happen.
I thought the War Games is going to be Bloodline against New Bloodline. Wouldn't it make more sense to have one of the new Bloodline screw him over?
But what's more exciting?
That'll be in November. Yeah, so maybe it's on an episode of. So you could have. Actually, I like that. You have Judgment Day out there trying to interfere. You have Damian and Rhea come out, push them away,
nowhere,
and then you have. I would do Jacob
Fatu or somebody come out and
cost them, and then Dom just crawls over and pins them. Yeah.
Has anybody here seen the McMahon thing on Netflix?
I'm 4 episodes in. It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta check that. I just rewatched that Connor Stalions thing last night.
He admitted to adultery and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gets,
We
he gets
know
all
he did.
testy
We
with
knew
the
he did.
interviewers and shit, though, man. It's like, especially in the clip.
Well,
in the
there's so
first
many
trailer.
of the. There's so many of them where it's like, no, I didn't rape her. It was totally consensual. Like, it totally admits to like sleeping around on his wife. But no, I didn't rape her.
I like when they ask him if he feels responsible at all for any of the deaths or the damages to people in WWE, and he's like, he's like gets all huffy about it and shit. It's like,
yeah,
you totally are responsible for that shit, you asshole.
God damn it!
All of it.
one I saw one too. Being I haven't got to this point in the show yet. I think it's episode 5, but where they're talking about the ending of the streak. Me being a big Undertaker guy, and Undertaker talking about how he got concussed early in the match, and then it pans over to Vince, and he's like, "No, he wasn't concussed. He was just so distraught over the like last second decision for him to have the streak end that he was so emotionally distraught from that." It's like, dude, you hopped in the fucking ambulance with him.
And why did he do that? You can't do that. That win streak is so important, man. Like, I get it, you made Brock, but
you didn't need that to make him.
You did.
That was the thing.
No,
he was already such a big deal before that.
I'm still bitter. I'm still bitter. There's no reason they should have done that. Let the man go out on top. Like, what? Why?
Or if you're gonna have him lose it, it's got to be to a young guy. Set up a young guy.
Right.
But
yeah.
In hindsight, maybe Bray getting it. Maybe the late Bray Wyatt would have.
That's what I would have done that at 30.
All right.
Yeah.
Like you still have it at the same pay-per-view. It's just you have, and I'd almost switch those matches. You have Bray beat Taker, and then just have Cena and Brock go at it. Fuck it, just do that again. Like,
right.
Brock's the one that made Cena. If you remember when Cena first came out, he was just a skinny little shit, and then Brock broke his fucking neck, and he went and gotten fucking steroids and shit, and then fucking he just turned into Cena. So that would have been ironic. That would have been a nice ironic match right there.
Cena said he was this close to being fired too early on in his career.
He was nobody. He was the most boring
until they heard him rapping on the bus.
Stephanie McMahon was like, "You got to do more of that. Like, you got to do that."
Thugonomics, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Took me a while to get on board with that, but I was like, all right, I guess.
You know what I loved though was like Vince complaining about how Bischoff was stealing his talent and trying to put him out of when in the 80s.
They're like, didn't you just do that to the NWA before that? Like,
did that for everybody. Like, and then but then when it happened to him, he sued and stuff. Like,
yeah. Well, and then his reasoning and everything too was so hypocritical and so just like off.
Right.
Where he's like, no. When I did it, it was competition. And they're like, well, isn't that competition too? Right. And he just keeps like stumbling over. I was like, dude, stop. Right. Like just digging a deeper hole.
And plus, they didn't say the name Razor or Diesel on WCW TV.
Yeah. Now,
like, that was
I was like, it was everything was the same gimmick except they just didn't say the name. Like, so the gimmick infringement was valid.
Right.
But it's just like he kept on the same gimmick and took the name too. He took those guys. Like,
God damn it, Razor Ramon. They can't.
I mean, everybody has a role to play, but Vince McMahon is his role. I mean, just come on, dude. You just own that shit.
Yeah.
Shane left because he wasn't going to be given the company,
right?
Yep.
But I don't think Shane would have been a kind of lead. Like Triple H fits perfect what he does right now.
Oh yeah. Well, and I mean, hindsight being 2020 with what we've seen, right? Like,
well, Triple H was basically his son anyway, so
yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's watching his daughter do these scenes and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Here we go.
Well, and that's literally the last part I saw. I'm partway through episode 4. The last part I saw was them interviewing Steph, and like did you have any problem doing any like all this stuff? And she's like, no, not really. That's where the business was. And then they're like, well, did you have any problem with your dad being the one to tell you to do it? She's like, yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Come on, damn it, more tongue. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get it in there.
Yeah.
Project Porno.
Hell.
Oh, it's Scott's not here. Why do I even say that?
That's why
Well,
you say it,
probably
because you know he's not going to do it.
I was going to say, that's why we can have this conversation right now.
All right. So UNLV just tied it up 14-14. So.
Oh, shit. I saw them kind of grouping together on the corner of the screen there. I was like, did they score?
Yeah, they did. So got a game going on.
Where is other?
It's on Fox Sports 1, like in the States.
7-0 Oregon, 9 minutes left in the second.
Ooh.
Damn, that's it?
Jesus, 9 seconds.
Yep. Dylan Gabriel, 5 of 11, 111 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
When do you play them?
Wow.
We played them November 2nd, so a month away.
So if they're worried about the Spartans defense, huh?
Now, here's the thing, is next week they host Ohio State.
Oh,
Then
Ohio State.
they go to Purdue, host Illinois, and then they come to the Big House. That's their next 4 games.
Welcome
That
to
is-
the
Alex, where are you, Alex?
And then, I mean, it doesn't get that much easier to finish. It's definitely an easier last 3 games. But they host Maryland, go to Wisconsin, host Washington to end the year.
Oh, that was beautiful. They just showed
That's
Sean Tucker run again. Oh, that return,
I'm trying to.
that return was a work of art, man. That was,
The Suck Guys are going to be in the Big Ten title game, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Against Penn State.
And then
you
it's
think?
just. It's either Penn State or Oregon.
It's got to be Oregon.
Oh, it's gotta be Penn State, I would assume. Well, what's Penn State's schedule? They don't play Ohio State.
just-
Right?
So they play Ohio State in a couple weeks. They don't play Oregon or Michigan.
So they
So
kind of got an easier path to the.
Didn't
They
they struggle
host
with West
UCLA.
Virginia?
Penn State?
Yeah.
That was a
They
good
blew them
game.
out. I think
No, they
blew
struggled
them
with
out.
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, yeah.
It was
That's the one that-
34-27 in Happy Valley. So yeah, they host UCLA tomorrow. Go to Southern Cal to play the Trojans.
Interesting game.
Then a bye week, then to Wisconsin. Then they host Ohio State, host Washington, at Purdue, at Minnesota, host Maryland to end the year. So they've got a pretty easy schedule, all things considered. That Penn State USC game is very interesting.
The key-
which one? Which game is the whiteout?
Let's see. I don't think they have it set yet.
I should have it.
So
I would assume
Well,
Ohio State probably, right?
I think that's going to be the big noon kickoff. I think Fox is going to take that for noon.
Yeah, and I heard this week on NBC they were trying to get the Commanders Ravens games flexed to Sunday night, but CBS shut them down. Like said no. Like,
Who is
Mm.
Sunday night now? Who do
well,
they have?
it was gonna be week 6 between the Commanders and Ravens.
Hmm.
I guess NBC they want that game flexed to Sunday night.
This Sunday night is Pittsburgh
Steelers.
and Dallas.
Mm-hmm. But DeMarcus Lawrence and Mike are out of that game. That's not exciting.
And
The edge rusher, I can't remember his damn name for Pittsburgh's out too. Not
Highsmith is out, yeah.
Highsmith.
Oh,
Yeah,
Highsmith's
Um,
out. Okay.
But even for Dallas, still you have Deron Bland's out, Brandon Cooks is out.
Ooh.
Hoping a couple of these guys can miss next week too.
I was about to say, can we play them now?
Well, yeah, we get them next week, so hoping a few of these guys can just stay away.
I just
Well, and see, they can have the rest of them back if Micah can stay away. I'll do that
yes.
trade.
Yes.
Oh, even if he plays, I think you guys can beat Dallas.
See, it's in Dallas though, so how
Jerry's world.
heavy are the refs going to be in their pocket? That's
Yep.
I know,
Who
but
was it that just went into Dallas? Oh, two teams just went into Dallas and beat them.
Baltimore
New Orleans
Yeah.
and Baltimore.
Baltimore.
and New Orleans. Yeah,
But you already knew that whole thing with Baltimore. I was talking to Nathan. It was 28-6, and then all of a sudden the screen just pans over to this guy wearing Atlanta Falcons 28-3 shirt on, and you're like, "What business do you have here? There's no reason. You're not Cowboys. You're not Ravens. Why are you
Exactly.
the
here?"
network planted him there. That's why.
And then all of a sudden that game started to turn.
I could see that because what is Baltimore has they notoriously take their foot off the gas.
Yep, they
They do.
coast a
They do.
lot.
But this is how it was a setup. Brady was in the booth,
Yep,
so they were trying
Yep.
to set that whole thing up, man.
Yeah.
yep.
Brady's getting better, but he's got to let it go a little more, dude.
Yep.
He's a little too tight still.
Still not a fan, man. I
Yeah.
don't need to hear him talk. I just don't. Actually,
One like
retire. Go invest in your business or whatever. Do something with the Raiders.
He's not
Just
going to get
do whatever you got to do. Just go
on the
away.
beach. That's not his style, dude. You know?
Go,
He owns
hey,
a
go
soccer
get
team.
into competitive volleyball like your sisters, dude. Go just do something, man.
No, he's not. Like I said, he's like you said, he's not going to sit pina coladas and get fat on the beach. And that's just not his vibe.
He's already eating cheeseburgers. What the hell?
They're vegan. I think they're like vegan special cheese.
I saw an article about him
Of
off
course.
his diet and shit, man. It was funny as hell. I was reading it. It was like,
Well,
who took the time to write this article, man? Come on.
one to have that whole like Baker quote, and then him being like, "Well, my fun was winning Super Bowls." I was like, "Okay, dude, like let's just."
Wow.
Yeah, that was a piss poor shot.
Yeah,
But you know what though? Baker makes it fun to watch.
he
You gotta-
does.
He makes a lot of fun
I
to watch.
enjoy a player.
Yeah.
See, that's what I liked about Brett Favre. He enjoyed playing the fucking game. All right, I don't
Yep.
give a shit about all those fucking antics and dumb shit. He was fun to watch, dude. He really
Mhm.
was.
Yeah, if you're
on the
talking
field.
strictly on the field,
Right.
Is that UNLV
Strictly
touchdown?
on the field. Is it? What's an Oregon touchdown? Oregon's up 14.
You know,
well,
they
and
got a
UNLV
touchdown.
just scored again. Is that 3
Ooh.
straight scores for the
Yeah.
Rebels there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
or game.
Again, can somebody pan to Matthew Sluka? Or Sluka?
Yeah.
What are you
Oh,
doing right now,
please.
buddy? Ben, you're on the streets in Vegas. How are people reacting towards that guy?
They're cool with what they got now. They're like
Yeah.
fine.
I mean,
They're not
Williams
losing.
playing
With
so
that,
well.
Right.
Like,
I fully expected UNLV to fall apart by now. So
I thought.
No,
well, it just
they're-
attests to the coaching and the depth that they have, right? Where,
run.
I mean,
well, I mean, it's just historically, it's
Yeah.
UNLV. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well, yeah, I mean, usually
Running Rebels.
it doesn't work out so well in the quarterback league, but
yeah.
they've made it work. You know,
Shout out to Barry Odom.
I mean, when friggin' Sluka and the running back both left, Fresno State became the betting favorite going into that game.
So for
And they
this
win
year,
59-14.
but you know, Hyde Malik Williams is doing good. You know, he's
so for this year,
That's an
man,
understatement.
when we refer to
Yeah.
your team, we're talking about UNLV, right?
what?
I said, so for this year now, at least, when we refer to your team, it's UNLV, right?
They're my other team, yeah. Besides Florida State.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, he admitted
respect,
it.
then. Respect.
No,
For
I'm from
UNLV.
Vegas. What can I say, man? Like,
Well,
I can't
I'm
wait
just
for
saying
3
because
weeks
Alex
from now
said your
for the
your
Rebels.
team earlier, and you just automatically went to UNLV. You didn't even suggest Florida State, so you automatically knew what Alex was referring to. See, that's
see, Florida State's
Kinda what
sucking
I-
ass right now, but they're still good or bad. They're gonna, you know, you gotta.
It's rough.
I think.
And Dion's not coming there. Okay, it's not gonna.
Yes, he
happen.
is.
I know.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
no,
Yes, he
it-
is.
I think the players know that. They're tanking. Bring in Dion.
I think for UNLV, 3 weeks from now, that's a playoff playing game. I think whoever between you and Boise State,
Yeah.
whoever wins that, I think gets that 12 seed.
It's huge. Well, we still got the championship game, Mountain West title game too. So
Oh yeah, you'll probably play twice actually.
Yeah, so there's a good chance we'll see him again. So I
Yeah.
just don't see anybody else besides Boise in our way. I mean,
No,
we already beat Fresno State.
Oregon State going to Corvallis is iffy. Just
A little
Corvallis
iffy,
is a
yeah.
tough place to play, but
It is, yeah.
other than that, and those two are right back to back. Corvallis is the warm up for the Boise State game.
Right. Yeah. No, we'll be fine. Hodge Malik Williams, he's doing well so far. Stepping right in. Players respect him. You know,
Yeah,
and that's a good
rallied
sign.
around him so quick.
Right. Yeah.
Is he a new WWE star?
Hodge Malik.
Oh. You know
Mr.
he's
Hodge.
I just realized that was still up there.
You just gotta stop the run,
Yeah. Yeah. Austin
or at least
Genty,
not let Genty get 200 yards and 3 touchdowns like every other team's done.
Essentially
Fucking
keep him off the
insane.
field. Yeah, just keep him off the field because he's going to get his numbers.
I got a question
Yeah.
for all three of you. It's just a curiosity because I run my music group so fucking much. All right. Alex, start with you. You're a WWE superstar. What's your walk-on music?
Ooh,
Hmm.
I don't know.
Wanna think
Hello,
about it a
ladies. Val Venus.
No, you got to have your own original song, your own, nothing that's already been used there. Okay.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, I gotta think about that. I don't know.
You know what?
I'm going to say something that I don't keep.
Sorry.
Was that your walk-up song?
I was like, what is his song again? Let me see that.
I'm going to name one that I don't know if it's been used or not. So correct me if it has been because I haven't kept up with WWE in years. So I'm going For Whom the Bell Tolls. Metallica.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
think
about
it
that
has.
actually.
I think it has, hasn't it?
I know Bodies has been used.
Was that the one where AJ and Undertaker had the theatrical match during the COVID?
Oh, the
wrestling?
Boneyard match.
The Boneyard.
That was
that the
nice.
song I know it was Metallica. They played a.
I
might
don't
not
think
be
it was
that-
For Whom the Bell Tolls, but it was Metallica. I remember that.
Okay.
Sean.
There's a song right now by I don't know if you guys have heard this guy, Des Rocks, and it's
I've heard of him.
I am the lightning. I am the lightning.
That's another cool Ride the Lightning too.
Nice.
But I would want if I could pick one, I would steal Randy Orton's, man. I am voices.
I can't use
I
it.
know.
Yeah,
I know.
that's my thing. I was like, if I could use a current one again, I was going right to that.
Yep.
The one I would do is like anything from like Disturbed.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
That's a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not,
Yeah, Inside the Fire. Yeah.
yeah, Inside the Fire is a good one.
That
Yeah.
or, like 10,000 Fist or like
Oh, yeah.
Stricken or like something like that.
Oh, Stricken. Yeah, no, it's Stricken. Yeah, I'm taking Stricken.
Stricken,
That's
yeah, something like that. Disturbed. That's
such a good choice. Yeah.
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 You have to. All right.
Okay.
Good question.
Alex,
Johnny,
go
who's
back to you.
yours? Oh yeah,
I Stricken. Yeah, I said Stricken. Yeah.
Johnny, who did
Sean,
you
did
say?
you ever come up with one that wasn't used already?
He's
Yeah, Des Rocks. Des Rocks. The
Yeah.
lightning. I am the
okay.
lightning. Yeah. Who did you pick, Johnny?
For
You
Whom the
said-
Bell Tolls.
Oh, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Yeah.
Metallica.
But was that used though?
I don't know.
If not, then I'm going with Mushroom Head. Shit. Which song though? Heresy.
So I thought the
All right.
best one.
I would have took Disturbed too, man. I'm telling you, but then jumped on it.
You can't go wrong with
That's
Disturbed,
good,
man.
man.
Yeah. Come on. Dave Draymond. I mean, dude, that dude had a voice, man. Like he just screamed it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
He's
So
badass.
good.
I don't know. You know what's cool about him is he had the like the chin earrings, you know?
Yeah.
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 When he was singing, dude, I was like, oh, dude, that dude's badass. Like,
When I saw a clip of like an actual concert,
Yeah.
or
yeah.
he was singing Stricken, but had Chris Daughtry out there with him, and the two of them were going back and forth.
Daughtry's
That
really
was
come along in
insane.
metal too, man. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a good boost for him, man. Daughtry's changed his style a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Daughtry's new song actually would have been good fucking for Walk On too.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I can't remember the name of it though. Just listen to it today too.
The one they keep playing on the radio up here is Pieces.
Yeah, Pieces is not that's not the new one, but that's a good one too.
Yeah.
They still have radio?
Yeah.
That's where I listen to all my stuff, man, on the radio.
Well,
I throw it on at work.
97, what is it? 97? No, 97.
radio on the phone,
Oh.
so.
Rock 90.
Yeah.
What is it? It's out of Baltimore. That's
Yeah, no, 98 Rock. Yeah,
98 Rock.
79.9. Yeah,
That
97.9.
in my head, yeah.
That's what I've been listening to. That because they're the Orioles station. So
Yeah,
clearly nothing to play now, but
Yeah.
also the Ravens station. So we're good.
Yeah.
At least till play channel. Yeah.
What? Let me see.
Oh man. So I checked the first episode of The Penguin out. Pretty decent. I think it's. got
It's a
chance.
gangster show, man. I love it. It's not a
It's-
fucking superhero show. I fucking love that,
Right.
man.
I love
It's
Colin Farrell, dude.
pure gangster, man. And he is good in it, man. He's real good.
I haven't seen the second episode yet. I gotta catch.
I
up
haven't
with it.
either. I'm holding back until I can binge it all, you know?
Oh, okay.
Something else just finished. Oh, it's
I'll be right back.
I am the lightning.
come on, solo it. Acapella. Sean.
That's the part that I remember.
Oh shit! I know one that hasn't been used, and I'm sitting here going to. I go with fucking "Ride the Lightning" by fucking Metallica. I know that hasn't been used in WWE.
Mm-mm.
That was pretty good. That's a good song.
Damn,
Except
Johnny, now you got me thinking,
like
man.
the vocals. I don't never got into Dave Mustaine's vocals. I'm glad they they switched off, but "Ride the Lightning," yeah. It gets you listening to that song. You want to go out there and beat somebody's ass. Dude.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Just want to beat Kirk Cousins' ass last night. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I almost broke my TV last night. I was that close to just throwing it at the screen.
Did you see
Oh,
him
man.
fucking do that wave last after the little, this bullshit like did that after the like
There's a couple
Yeah.
times I wanted to break my TV. Actually, when Whitehead went down with that injury, I was like, ugh. And then when Baker got hurt, got his leg rolled on, I was like,
Oh
no.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, there was a lot of fucking butt clenching moments in that game last night.
dude. I mean, my God, Kirk Cousins like owns us, dude. I don't know what it is, man.
I thought about changing my name on here to "You Like That" when I entered, but I was like, no, I'll leave it alone.
You're gonna do it.
oh.
I hate the fact that we're the team that gave him that name.
That's why I was gonna use it.
I hate that.
Oh. Look, if I know anything, Kirk will eventually let them down. He might get the regular season win.
Yeah.
That playoff. No.
Just one. He ain't gonna get the next one. Hopefully,
Who they
we'll
play
be
next?
healthy by then.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's That's a
the
good,
next
that's
time
a
we
good
play
song.
'em.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good song too. I love that.
It was.
Yeah. And AJ returned tonight to SmackDown, so
Oh, he did.
spoiler alert.
I knew he was coming back right away.
Yeah. He went up against Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, I'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
So did who was the tag team?
Dude, I got to see if I can get you guys
one-
to see this.
Why can't
Let me
New
show you
not New
something.
Day? Street Profits. Did they win? I heard they had a title
I'm
match
not
in
sure.
NXT or
Where's
something.
Radar?
My dog is sleeping there with his tongue hanging out, snoring.
Like, leave me
Hear
alone,
him?
Dad.
Can you hear him?
Like, came
No.
off me.
Oh, I woke you
He's
up.
like, what are you doing? I was peaceful here, man.
I don't know, Sean. I came on here as soon as that match was about to start. So I'll have to watch the highlights. But it was like a triple threat match for the
Yeah.
kind of ladder match for the tag team titles. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, now that we're dead.
Wait, are you talking about the one on NXT, Sean?
SmackDown.
Yes.
Oh wait.
No, I was talking about the NXT. Did that already happen?
Yeah, that was on Tuesday. They ended in a no contest.
Oh no, okay.
Oh.
But so now there's one tonight too?
Well, there's a triple threat ladder match for the tag team titles. Like Street Profits.
Wasn't that last week?
No, it was this week. Street Profits, Bloodline, and DIY.
You guys need to be more inventive, man. If
Well,
Sean hadn't seen it, that was a perfect opportunity to say, "Oh no, they canceled the whole thing, man, because the something collapsed, the stage collapsed, or some bullshit like that." Man. Just,
Like what?
what? I didn't see it on the news.
Bronson Reed on Monday Night Raw. That was
Oh my god, yeah.
I do that shit.
Although I will say there was a part where I was like, this is kind of getting sloppy because when Bronson went to go fall back onto the chairs, Braun ran up and then basically stopped and just like leaned into him. I was like, come on, this has got to be a bit better than that. Like,
Yes.
well,
and
and Bronson like holding onto the ropes, leaning back, basically touching the chair while he's looking at it. It's just like, oh, there's a few things that got to be touched up there, but
Yeah.
I don't know what I loved about it though. When Seth Rollins
acting
came out,
lessons.
music didn't hit. They just let him come out. Like, well,
Yeah.
I like the touch. Made it the element of surprise better. Like,
do you see he was at the Ravens game this past weekend?
yeah, he was. Yeah,
2 weeks in a row he showed up at an NFL game.
Who was it? Him and was Liv Morgan there? Was she the other one? Because there was another wrestler that was there, like representing. I know Seth was there.
There's a crossover question.
Mm-hmm.
What current NFL player would you love to see in a wrestling match in WWE?
Oh, the Kelsey's would be. Well, one of them was in Jason.
Jason,
Yeah, he was in WrestleMania, right? Or
yeah,
he showed up in the
Oh, that's right, he
What was
was. Yeah,
him
I
and
remember
Lane
that.
Johnson.
in Ray's match, yeah, because they put the masks on him and Lane Johnson.
Yep.
I put Edith in the bloodline, like an honorary
fuck.
bloodline.
Holy fuck.
Oh, I like that. Oh yeah.
Oh my god! You know what? Give
I
me
think
Baker
Bale would
Mayfield.
love doing that shit too. Actually, I do.
I'll take Baker.
You know what? Baker's persona would be
That's a good one too.
He would be killer. I think he would be great. Me, I want a young when he played for Washington, Silverback. Give me Trent Williams.
Oh
Have
my
him just
god!
come out here and just you know.
I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to go fucking George Kittle, man. I'd love to see him out there.
Okay.
All that
He's been out there.
He's at a lot of WWE matches.
Well,
He goes to
him
a lot.
and Bailey are good friends, like because Bailey's from
Yep.
the San Jose area, so
Yep.
she goes to a lot of the games. Yeah,
And as far as an old school fucking football player, not that old school, but I'd love to see Tony Gonzalez out there, man. We've already seen Gronk. You know, we've seen like Tony Gonzalez would be cool as shit out there.
One of my favorite matches of all time was LT versus Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh my god!
Was
Yeah.
that WrestleMania 10 or something like that?
Yeah, that's old.
Yeah.
that was fun. Yeah, you know that was during the time I kind of quit watching wrestling because it just wasn't that good at the time.
It was interesting.
So that was your like mid
I want another
2010s.
decent. I want another decent. I want another football player actually go into WWE and really.
Braun Breaker.
Yeah, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns. But fucking, I want another Diesel, dude. Somebody like Diesel, some big giant motherfucker to come out there and just destroy people and shit. You know?
I'll tell you who I think is going to be good is Obafemi from NXT.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah, that dude. He's like 6'6".
I haven't watched any NXT at all, so.
Oh,
Dude's fucking. He's carrying guys up to the turnbuckle and like helicopter spinning them from the fucking turnbuckle, like
yeah,
carrying grown ass men up there, throwing them like.
It's just a matter of time before he gets called up. Yeah, he's got it.
Well, and it's
dude.
like I want them to like strap the rocket to him, but then it's also just like I want like
Didn't Cena do that to somebody?
well.
FU'd somebody off the top of the turnbuckle one time.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done that, yeah, a few times.
Yeah. I don't want
picked up
Obi
two
to
guys
lose to
once.
Tony D'Angelo though. Dude, that would be so weak.
I think the best thing to do is have him vacate the belt.
Yeah, but how do you do that though? I mean, like you just
Next
say,
draft,
okay,
you have him get drafted, and then he just says, I'm going to the main roster, and somebody else can have it since none of y'all could beat me. Like,
do you have a title versus title Trick and Obi? I mean, that could toward the end of the year. That'd be interesting.
I don't hate that. Well, and I heard talks of them potentially doing another draft right before the move to Netflix, because then SmackDown's taking the third hour, right? So you got to move a bunch of your like mid card guys over to SmackDown.